And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Minor League Esports. Again, here in week number 6, and again here in the Champions League. And again, it is Sleeky here, joined with Maple, as we get ready to roll into our next series, which will be the Rhinos at the Elite. And Maple, looking for this series maybe to be a little bit closer than our last one.
Yeah, the last series being a 5-0 loss for the Dodgers and victory for the Demo was a little bit of a one-sided game, and we're hoping here that the Rhinos and the Elite give us a little bit more defense and offense together, and that things are a little bit more or a little bit closer. The Rhinos right now have a record of 14-21, and which puts them about 7 games back. They're in 3rd place in their division against the Elite here, who are in 4th place in their division with a regular season record of 8-22. So, stats wise, I think we're favoring the Rhinos, especially with Smitty Sina, who has only played in 1 series but has a 7.28 MVPR, which in my mind is absolutely incredible to get in 2s or 3s.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's definitely an impressive stat line, to be sure. And what will be really interesting is whether or not we see that stat line continue to build here coming into this series. I mean, both the Rhinos and the Elite obviously still trying to get whatever wins they can. The Elite not had the greatest of seasons. They're currently sitting at 8-22, so it has not been a quite forgiving season for them. On the flip side, Rhinos doing a little bit better at 14-21, but still not a winning record on either side, but an opportunity to potentially try and turn that around and to get things rolling back in both of these teams' favor, especially for the Elite that really need to try and find a way to get things in line for them, because it's been slipping away.
It really has been slipping away, right? When you're looking at 8-22 as a record, you're already halfway through the season, or by the end of this week, we'll be halfway through the season. These players really need to step it up, and they're bringing in Rudy and T-Bone Jones, and yes, it is the T-Bone Jones that does help create one of the plugins for Bacchusmon. And what's interesting is Rudy bringing in a 4.01 MVPR, but T-Bone Jones has never played in 2s before. So really looking forward to seeing how this goes and to hopefully see a really exciting match.
Yep, hopefully. But we are underway with game number 1. It's the Elite in purple, the Rhinos in gray. As Krev getting us started off here, but a quick return from T-Bone Jones into Rudy on the back end. This is T-Bone Jones again toward the sidewall. Smitty sending that one towards net, and it's going to be through Smitty. Cena able to get the first goal through for the Rhinos.
Yeah, it was a nice little pass here by T-Bone Jones to Smitty Cena, which I'm sure wasn't intentional, but he was in the right place at the right time to take that pass, bang it in from halfway, and we already got 1-0 for the Rhinos.
1-0 here. See if they can find a return here on the side of the Elite, as Krev playing it down toward the side wall to be a follow-up backboard. No follow through though, as T-Bone finds a good 50 to send it down to the right side. Pop up towards the side corner, but it's not quite enough. T-Bone Jones sitting back here. He's got 100 boost. He's able to grab the second, but the second one doesn't do him a whole lot of good. Unfortunately, Rudy in a solid position to be able to bail him out. So another 50 comes up and around the top of the ceiling. Rudy with the miss. It'll be T-Bone now with the pickup, pushing it downfield. Corner touching around, but Krev able to find a solid 50.
Good defensive play here so far by the Rhinos. Definitely some effort here on behalf of the Elite. They've put a couple of shots on net so far, but Rhinos have been equal to the task and maintain their 1-goal lead.
Smitty looking to try and send that one through again. Krev's shot going to be just saved on the line by Rudy. As this one up towards the top right corner, it'll be T-Bone straight down. Played out of the corner again from Smitty. As Rudy looking to try and push it forward. It'll be another clear downfield from Krev down the left sideline. We'll see Krev finding a demo, even though he was looking for the ball initially. I don't think that was his goal, but he'll surely take it. The Smitty Cena, that gets hit right over top. Needs to get set quickly. Follow-up shot. Oh, just high off the bar, but T-Bone Jones able to pick it up on its way down and send it through.
Yeah, T-Bone Jones here playing a little bit of a cleanup game for his own shot. Bar down ski. That shot was just on its way out in the right place as the ball comes down. Ties up that game with 3:15 left.
3:15 to go, and this one coming out in the corner. Rudy able to play it across It's over to the side wall. Rudy up and off the ceiling again. It's Krev. Straight down, past Rudy and in. And that one's going to be good to make it back a lead for the Rhinos.
Well, one of the mistakes here that we just watched happen is Rudy doesn't go to back post. And I know that, you don't always need to go to back post when you're in CL, ML, and PL, but I always advocate getting there in order to kind of make that save. And if he had been there, probably an easier save to make. In this case, couldn't turn around and get that save.
Well, this one off the ceiling again from Smitty. It's Rudy. Straight down, back into Krev again. Beat backboard. Oh, the touch almost able to put its way through from Smitty. But Rudy now with possession, trying to take it farther downfield. It'll be off the corner and cleared away again from Krev. It's now the touch over top, backboard again, Rudy. Looking for the pickup here, gets one, another over top. Krev able to find the save. And now as we cross over into the second half, it's still the Elite trying to find a way past to get this game back level.
They really are. You know what? The Elite are sitting here trying and making some good work. And as I say that, T-Bone Jones has a really good opportunity here with about 3/4 of the net wide open and puts it on the post. So hopefully he can get that accuracy up. Otherwise, they're going to suffer a terrible fate in that they're already down by one.
Oh, another one, little touch right there. Rudy was trying to send it through. It's T-Bone Jones, back wall, I should say, with the ball. As this one played across, it'll be Smitty Cena. Trying to find that possession. T-Bone Jones on the backboard again. Rudy gets one. Oh, but it's still just off the post, and it's not able to work its way past.
No. Not at all, and Smitty gets that ball out, takes that pressure off for just a second, but really, really good effort here by the Elite so far. But as I say that, the Rhinos are beginning their counterattack, and Smitty, Cena, and Krev are excellent players. Mechanics already from all four players out on display here in this game.
Well, backboard again from Rudy as it's sent downfield from Krev. They'll look to try and follow it up, but another great save from Rudy at the last second, and that's keeping the Elite in this game. As T-Bone Jones able to get a great touch over top, sends it on through into the bottom right corner, and just like that, 51 seconds to go, and we got a tie ball game.
Well, excellent ball control here by T-Bone Jones, and he's able to just kind of fake Smitty out enough to get him to commit, and he's able to flick that ball into the net, tying it up with less than a minute. This is an exciting game. This is exactly what we had hoped to see.
Exactly, and now, ooh, bit of a backflip there from Smitty Cena, though. Krev able to get back to the ball quickly. As Rudy was looking to try and push that down the sideline. It'll be back to T-Bone Jones again. See, off the side wall. It's going to be a pass off the backboard for Rudy. Sends it on target, but a great diving save from Smitty. Able to keep that one from going into the back of the net. So another one gets sent towards the side wall. Smitty looking for a redirect, but it's going to be just wide. Krev, ooh, maybe a bit too far forward, though. Rudy didn't have a great recovery, though. He was able to get back set just in time to find the touch. And just like that, the Elite will take the lead with 12 seconds to go.
Wow, 12 seconds to go. What a counterattack here. Rudy says, you know what? I can see an opening. Is able to just get it around the defender to take a 1-goal lead with 12 seconds left. The Elite and Ray Finkel, their FM right now, are probably happy at this current status of Game 1.
Well, Smitty Cena, maybe one opportunity to try and get it downfield. He's got it on top of his car. He's able to avoid one. The flick over top, though, blocked by T-Bone Jones. Krev unable to find it. And so just like that, game number one, it feels like victory taken out of the jaws of defeat there for the Elite. The Rhinos had the lead for the majority of the game, but in the final 12 seconds, it's enough for the Elite to be able to take game one. And I mean, this is already setting up to be a really back and forth series.
Oh, this has been a fantastic series already. Some really great play and a lot of saves here. Both teams, actually every player on the field had 3 saves, which is massive. If you've got that much, it means you're playing responsibly and defensively. You had 11 shots on one side, 10 on the other. I mean, this is a very, very equal game so far, and something that I think everybody who's watching is going to be enjoying, because I know I sure am.
Yeah, I mean, and for the Rhinos out there, I mean, especially for the fans of the Rhinos watching, they're going to be wanting a bit of a resurgence, because we saw a really great start from them in this game, and then it kind of tapered off a little bit. It gave the Elite some room to maneuver back in, and that's exactly what they did. So going into game number 2, I think we're going to have to see the Rhinos pull out what they were able to do in the beginning of this game and just run that all the way through, because consistency, that's going to be what is key to victory here.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more with you. Consistency is absolutely going to be the key to victory. I think that Krev is a great player, but Smitty has just got some really interesting mechanics and some really good shots. I think Krev should feed that ball over to Smitty and let him do his magic here. And I think that's the key to victory for the Rhinos if they want to pull this one out in game 2.
Well, game number 2 is now underway, and so we'll see what ends up coming out of things here. It's Krev over to the corner, gets another one out in front. Smitty Cena with the dog. The alley-oop works wonders as the Rhinos able to take the lead early in game 2.
Wow, Krev does exactly what I suggested. It's almost like they heard me. He rolls down his window as he's driving by and goes, Maple, I got you. And he feeds that ball over on a really great pass. Not too fast, not too hard, not too slow either. Just perfect. And Smitty Cena says, you know what, I can put this in, and he does. 1-0 lead already for the Rhinos.
Ooh, is it going to be another? Yes, it is. Krev off of that pickup. It's a miss from the Elite that is punished absolutely immediately. T-Bone can't get it. Neither can Rudy, and Krev able to slam that one home to make it 2-0.
Well, what a beautiful play here. And I might say that that's probably, I'm going to guess it was a missed shot here by Smitty Cena, but I often say that the best shots are usually, or the best passes are usually missed shots off the backboard. But you know what? I'm not 100% sure of that. It was excellent either way. 2-0 already, and we're only about half a minute into game number 2.
Off that corner, it'll be back wall again. Rudy unable to follow it up. So we off the side. Smitty sending it down the right sideline now. T-Bone Jones able to pick it up. This will be towards the back wall. Played away again. Rudy unable to follow that one all the way through. It's an unfortunate backflip from T-Bone Jones. There's Rudy now. Up and around the corner. It'll be a good little touchdown. Smitty towards net. Oh, and almost able to make that 3, but it's just wide off the post.
Good play by T-Bone here off the backboard to just punch that ball out enough that it takes it out of danger. But as I say that, the Rhinos had the ball and had control of it, and a good bump means that the Rhinos will maintain control, but they can't quite get a goal.
Ooh, follow up, not quite there yet again. It'll be T-Bone Jones. Gets one touch over top, played away from Krev. This will be towards the back wall. Good touch from Rudy, able to play it away. It'll force Smitty Cena to back up and regain control. See, we'll get one over top, another one there. Play towards the side wall now. As he's looking for a follow-up, Rudy. Back again, another follow-through. As Krev plays it back for Smitty, though. Smitty can't find the touch. Rudy sending that one on target, but it's Smitty that's able to find the save.
Some solid defense here by Krev and Smitty to keep that ball not only out of their net, but also largely out of their end. And I really think that the Rhinos are clicking here well. They got the first game jitters out, and they so far have absolutely been owning game number 2.
Yeah, that they have, and still holding on to that 2-0 lead. Ooh, bit of a miss. Smitty Cena was pushing it towards net, not quite enough there. As Rudy follow through, up off the ceiling, back wall, follow. But Smitty, I mean, again, I've been saying his name a lot, and it's because Smitty has been absolutely everywhere when it comes to the play. And Krev able to get a great pick up there, sends it over into the corner, and is able to prevent a solid attack from the Elite from going through.
Absolutely, and Krev and Smitty Cena already have 2 saves each, along with 5 shots, which has been pretty incredible. So I'm kind of looking at these two, and while you've been saying Smitty's name a lot, I've been seeing Krev save some pretty big potential goals here from going into their net.
Ooh, another one there, almost going into the elite net there, but able to be played away by Rudy as T-Bone Jones with a send across. Will be Krev downfield. Backboard, Krev almost had the read. But it will be T-Bone Jones out of his right corner to send it downfield. Gets it over top of 1. Can he get it over top of 2? Yes, he can.
Indeed, T-Bone Jones just shows off some excellent car control here. Pulls it right out of his corner. Doesn't have an absolute ton of boost, but enough to get around both players, flick that in, make it a 1-goal game, and still plenty of time to tie it up and even take a lead if that's what they want to do.
Yeah, I mean, that is the sort of play that the Elite need to bring to the table, as they're going to have a game similar to Game 1. I mean, if you remember, the Rhinos held the lead for the majority of the time in game number 1, and then the Elite just swoop in at the end, able to steal it away. And it's looking like they're trying to set up the exact same situation here in game 2. As with 60 seconds left to go, it's only a 1-goal game. Smitty puts the boost, grabs the ball off the back wall. It'll be all the way back in his own half. T-Bone Jones able to send that back into the corner. Another big clear coming from Krev. As that one sidewall back in, T-Bone Jones over top of Rudy. And that's another clear across field. This one will be picked up by Rudy. 50 from Krev. Able to keep it in the purple half, but not for long as Rudy sends it down. Looking for a potential double, but he runs out of boost.
Yeah, with only 30 seconds left, I'm quite interested here to see if the Elite are going to be able to pull it out. And I know that they did it in the last game. They were able to take the lead with 12 seconds. But as I say that, Krev gets the ball over the last defender here and makes quick work of now making it a 2-goal lead with 16 seconds left. I really don't think that the Elite are going to be able to come back from this, and I do think that the Rhinos are going to tie this up 1-1.
Yeah, no, I'm right there with you. 16 seconds is not a lot of time. I mean, 2 goals, it's technically possible, but with how the Rhinos have been playing, I just don't see that happening as a shot comes towards net. It'll be a clear downfield, but that block from Krev will be the one to ice the cake. It'll be the Rhinos getting themselves back level here in this series after a win in game number 2, and now game number 3, as is always the case, going to be really, really important because that's going to decide who goes up on series point.
Absolutely. This basically now becomes a best-of-3 series, right? We've got a tie coming into the last 3, and Game 3 really is going to set the pace for the backside of this 5-game series. So I think that in order to win this series, the Rhinos need to keep doing what they're doing. They were able to shut Rudy down in this game and hold them to having no points, no goals at all. And T-Bone Jones had to work pretty hard to get the 1 goal that they got. So I think Krev and Smitty are on the right path to victory here, and I think that in order for the Elite to pick it up, they're going to have to pressure a little bit more and try and get the ball out of their side.
Yeah. Definitely getting the ball out of their side is one of the big ones, really, because if you think about, how have the Rhinos been playing and what's a lot of the reason, I think, for their success, I think part of that comes from just how consistent they've been in keeping it in the Elite half. The Elite have really been having to spend a lot of time defending, a lot of time challenging, and not a whole lot of time on counterattacks or offense, and that slowed them down a lot here. We saw in that latter half of game number 1 where they were really able to pick up the speed, and that needs to happen again here in game 3. Otherwise, all of a sudden, the Rhinos are going to be up on series point.
Yeah, and I think that the Rhinos here are going to continue to push and, like you said, try and dominate the pace or dictate the pace and dominate the offensive side. So let's see if the Elite are able to kind of gather themselves and bring back the speed that we saw in that last half of game 1.
Well, only time will tell as we do get things underway with game number 3. It'll be a start from Smitty, sent downfield from the Elite. That's Krev. Looking to try and take it out of his corner. It'll be back wall. Rudy's shot going to be deflected over from the Rhinos defense. Krev taking his time. Was looking for a quick shot downfield, but T-Bones was set and ready for it. That one played down. It'll be Krev again. It's a little touch up high. Smitty able to send that one farther downfield. And oh no, it's the miss from T-Bone Jones. And it leaves the net wide open for the score. The Rhinos take the lead first.
Yeah, I think Rudy dives in a little bit here, and there's a little bit of a ghost touch here on the replay. We can see that too. T-Bone Jones does the best that he can, not able to make that save. 1-0 for the Rhinos. They're getting the game that they want, and they so far are still dictating the pace of play here.
Oh, that's another? It's still right on the line. Wow. Finally able to get taken away by Rudy, who I am sure was sweating a little bit when he came up on that one. But able to get a good solid touch, plays it across, maybe in the T-Bone, who sends it just wide off the post. A close opportunity for the Elite, potentially get back level. So Smitty's got to be careful that he doesn't land on that one. Let's see, send it into his own net as T-Bone Jones, another opportunity towards the back wall. But that one played away by Smitty. But it's nice to see some more offensive opportunities coming from the Elite here.
It really is. You know, the Elite obviously have the skill. We've seen that. We saw it in Game 1. We even saw some really good skill and some opportunities here in Game 2. But you know what? The Rhinos have just been kind of smothering them a little bit. They're trying to push really hard and to force things along. So, you know, I think the Elite have an opportunity here, but they really need to pick up the pace of play and dictate that.
Well, that one out. Krev able to send it into the top left. And now a 2-0 lead, 3:16 to go. And my, oh my, what a nice little touch right over top. Slides it underneath the bar, inside of the post. And we'll make it a 2-0 lead now for the Rhinos.
Absolutely threaded that needle to put that shot in. And it was an excellent pass by Cena there, who not only gets it out, but bounces it up and off the ground to put it in the air, which obviously Krev is more than comfortable attacking it.
Well, another demo there. Krev to send into the corner. It'll be off the back wall again as he looks to send it over and across. Be Rudy. Smitty. Back wall. Bumped away as Smitty Cena as T-Bone Jones able to play it downfield. It'll be Krev towards the side. Krev again with a pass into midfield. Smitty Cena down in front and in. And Smitty Cena able to just send that one through to make it 3-0 now.
Well, Smitty Cena shows their absolute domination of skill up in the air, nothing but a clanger. That ball goes in with force, and it is now a 3-goal lead with just over half the game left to play.
3-goal lead, like you said, half the game left to play, but I mean, we haven't seen too much offense from the Elite so far, so this lead looking a bit tough for them to be able to bounce back from. I mean, there is that time, but time can only go so far. We've got to see something pick up here pace-wise for the Elite because they're still spending far too much time in their own half as Rudy. So attempting to send that farther downfield. It'll be back in the midfield for Kev. T-Bone Jones. The touch towards the back wall. Follow up. A little bit of a mistouch, and also from Rudy. Both of them really having a decent opportunity in towards net. Not able to finish it off, and that one wide as well.
Yeah, you know what? In this case, the Elite have had some pretty exceptional opportunities. They had the ball in their end, in their offensive end, right in front of the net, and they're not able to capitalize on two separate occurrences, and actually kind of that third last one that goes across as well. So you nailed it, Sleegy. You absolutely nailed it here. This pace has been nothing but dictated by the Rhinos. We barely talked about the Elite being on the attack because they haven't been. And if they want to win, they're going to have to score. And just as I say that, T-Bone Jones picks up a ball, kind of a loose ball there in the middle of the field. A good pass by Rudy that goes off the ceiling. Gets it up and over Smitty Cena to bang that into the net. Now it's only a 2-goal lead with about 90 seconds left.
Yeah, about 90 seconds to go. 2 goals to make up. And, you know, as we saw in game number 1, the Elite are a team that, for some reason, do well in the last minute and a half. So maybe they've got what it takes to try and make things happen. And just as I say that, Krev able to send it through and re-extend this Rhino lead back to 3.
Yeah, I think Krev heard you talking, Sleegy, and decided that it was time to let us know about how he feels about the potential of the Elite coming back. A 3-goal lead with about, 75 seconds left is pretty tough to overcome, but we'll see if they're up to the task. It is possible.
Ooh. One touch over top. It wasn't enough to beat it past Smitty, who's looking to follow it through. That one off the ceiling. Can Krev find the touch? Yeah, he can. Yes, he can indeed.
And he can make it look nice. Krev goes up, spins backwards, basically tries to get a flip reset, and I think he might have, but he didn't use the flip. And then Krev is able to nail that ball into the net for that 4-goal lead with only 60 seconds left in Game 3.
Krev again off the side wall, looking to send it downfield. It'll be T-Bone Jones with control in the corner. Just one touch over to Rudy. The follow-up. Oh, not quite there. T-Bone wasn't able to find that touch either. As Smitty Cena towards the side wall now, it'll be Rudy. Playing it over. Krev trying to make it towards net, but that's just a slow roller over and across. And now back wall again. That one played away. T-Bone side wall. Krev with a nice clear. And that will alleviate some of the elite pressure that we've been seeing up to this point.
The little bit of pressure that the elite were able to get, instead it gets ended fairly quickly. Rudy, just a little bit of a poor touch here. Does his best, I think, or does their best. Smitty Cena is able to capitalize on that. It's now a 5-goal lead. And Krev here has a 7.52 MVPR already in this game. That is absolutely incredible. At any level.
Well, now back at ground level is Krev with control, just trying to waste some time, play it away. Oh, Smitty towards the net. Is it a Brazil? Come on, please give me the Brazil. Give it give me the Brazil. Yeah, let's go, Krev. I was looking for the Brazil and now I got it.
Oh, well, the only thing I feel like I should be saying right now is ole, 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 because that is absolutely incredible. What a clinic being put on by Smitty and Krev here as the Rhinos take this one in really, really convincing fashion.
Yeah, I mean, the Brazil, I think, speaks for itself. And, I mean, we saw the elite take away game number 1, but as time goes on, that's feeling more and more in the distant past as the Rhinos have really been, like you said, putting on a clinic and, I mean, really just looking absolutely phenomenal out there with their play. Won the last 2 games in a row. They're up on series point now. One more and they'll just be the outright winner. I mean, still one more after that as well. So the elite, I mean, they're going to be trying to push us into a decisive game 5 here because they're letting things slip away from them a little bit.
Yeah, the elite, we talked about this at the start. The elite really needed this in order to try and pick their season up. And in fact, the Rhinos really want to win. They want a 4-1 this series despite, or they want to win this series with a 4-1 if it's possible, because we're really only 7 games back right now. So for them, coming out with a 4-1 would be massive. So I think both teams have a really big reason or a good reason to try and win and really to keep trying really hard. So I'm curious to see if the elite are able to make some adjustments, trust each other, and talk to each other so that we can get this game going. That we can see how this series goes.
Well, I mean, we will be able to see just that. No waiting necessary because it is game 4 and we are underway, and it starts with a goal from Smitty Cena, wasting little to zero time to get on the board.
Well, you know what? If you're going to take a kickoff, it's really important that you hit the ball, and T-Bone Jones here just absolutely misses it. And Smitty Cena is able to capitalize. 2 seconds into the game, it's already 1-0 for the Rhinos. This is the start that they absolutely want.
And that it is. And Krev, actually, with a touch, knocked down from T-Bone Jones. Still there from Krev. And Smitty looks to play it off the back wall to be Rudy to try and send it downfield. Cut across T-Bone, backboard, played off Krev down the sideline. So it'll be another play away. Smitty. Ooh, gets beat by T-Bone there a little bit. Krev able to keep it up in the air. It'll be a send in from Rudy, just high, but he was getting close.
Absolutely. Rudy was getting really close, and I'm a little bit surprised here that he actually doesn't get it. This is the elite squad that we needed to see. They're pushing, they're going for demos, they're going for bumps so far, and they're putting the ball into the Rhinos' half and trying to keep it there. And we said that was really a key to their path to victory here in Game 3.
Ooh, backboard, but played away. Smitty Cena. It's up high, but played out. As Rudy actually gets a phenomenal pickup all the way down left side into goal. And just like that, the Elite going to find themselves back level.
What a great shot here by Rudy. Just able to get it right on the right part of the hitbox and put some good energy and spin on that ball. Gets into that net, ties it up. It's a brand new game here with just under 4 minutes left.
Just 4 minutes to go in the fourth game. That one played in. That's a great shot. Double commit on the save, but they are able to keep it away. Smitty Cena with the follow-up that Rudy has to block away. Is now Smitty Cena. Another shot towards net, just wide. Bit of a missed touch away. It'll be Krev trying to pick it up. It's another send over to the right side. Hit up off the ceiling, straight down for Krev again. So this will be backboard out. Oh, Smitty. Oh, he's been hitting them all game series long, but that's a big whip right there.
That was a huge whip. Smitty's got an opportunity to take the lead here, and he just does not, or they just don't capitalize, sorry. So you know what? I'm really curious to see how this goes, but as I say that, T-Bone with a really good move around the last defender to put it in. Elite take a lead, and this is what we said they needed to do. They needed to get on these balls and be quicker with it and attack more. It's in the other end. The Rhinos aren't able to get back in time. A 1-goal lead now for the Elite.
Yeah, and the option for a 2-1 for the Rhinos ends up being reversed as it's a send downfield. And a great personal play from T-Bone Jones to be able to set that one up. So 2-1 with the Elite leading here in Game 4, trying to push us to a decisive Game 5. As Rudy unable to get that one over top of Smitty. It'll be straight back down for T-Bone again, but a great play over top from Smitty. He can't follow it up. Can Krev? He gets a little bit of a touch on it. This one comes back down. It's another send off the side wall. Rudy, not quite. Was looking for the backflip off the wall as well, but that also wasn't there. As now T-Bone Jones gets one miss, double miss. Will the triple miss happen? No. Smitty able to send it farther down, though it is a bump on Rudy from Krev. But still, the offense struggling here for the Rhinos to get anything going, and the Elite able to just slide another one in.
Well, it sounds like Rudy here has found the key to victory, which is hit it really hard at their net from your end when they've overcommitted a little bit and they're too deep in. So I think what we're seeing here is the Rhinos are really trying to tie it up. And what they want to do is be ultra offensive because it's been working for them so far. And the Elite are doing a good job playing solid defense, rotating well. Even when they're getting demoed, they're doing a really good job. And the Elite are just able to bang that ball into the other end when the other team has been overcommitting. And they have been rewarded so far with 3 goals with still just under 2 minutes left in game number 3.
Ooh, Smitty able to get them back within one. Good little personal play to left-right. Gets a little bit of a last touch where it's just out of reach of Rudy, who flips just about a frame too late. And it slides right on by and in, makes it 2-3, and back within 1 here, Maple.
Yeah, back within 1, and we'll see here how it goes with T-Bone Jones on the diagonals beating Krev. So really curious to see here if the Rhinos are going to be able to keep up the pressure because they did really well there. But you know what? The Elite have been pushing super hard to try and get this game.
Yeah, that they have. And Smitty sending another one towards the back wall, played away. Can Krev get to it? It's a send in. Rudy, side wall, but it is going to be the boost taken by Smitty. Rudy sending it towards net. A double commit clear down back the other way as it'll be off the corner, and another opportunity for Smitty that he's not quite able to capitalize on.
Smitty's had a ton of opportunities here in this game and in this entire series, and usually Smitty's been able to put that ball in the net, but not this game. Seems like maybe Smitty has become a little bit snake bitten.
And just a tad here, and this is another send up from Krev. Still down, hit off the ceiling. So it'll be Smitty Corner sidewall and around Rudy. A little bit of a whiff there. It's now T-Bone Jones. He's looking to send that back through, but it's sent back down the other way from Krev. Shot on target from Rudy that has to be saved away from Smitty. It's Rudy again looking to try and set things up. T-Bone with the whip. Rudy getting bumped away. Krev has an open net, and that's going to be enough to send it through for the lead, or for the equalizer, I should say.
Yeah, what an awesome goal, and what a huge mistake here. You know what? The Elite are playing really well, and here there's a little bit of a mistake, a bump by one Elite player to the other, and the Rhinos are able to capitalize. This is a brand new game with only 21 seconds left.
Yeah, 21 seconds to go, and a big play to get them back level might potentially force an OT here in game number 4. So return around, Smitty unable to touch it. It'll be Rudy with control and across. That one's high off the back wall. Rudy the follow-up, but that's not on target. Maybe one more option. Keeps it in the air. T-Bone. Ooh, but Krev able to stay in the way. And we do have overtime in game 4.
Oh, this game has absolutely been exciting. You know what? The fans who are watching must just be on the edge of their seats, because I know that I am. How exciting has this play been in this game? It was a 3-1 lead that the Elite were not able to keep. The Rhinos have just been able to punish them on any mistakes that they've made. And as I say that, Cena almost makes a mistake himself and almost gets punished, but it's still 3-3, about 25 seconds in to overtime.
Well, sidewall play. It'll be Krev on his way back. This one off the ceiling. Ooh, Krev with the miss. T-Bone trying to come in and close the distance quickly. Another miss. Rudy trying to close the distance, but he was too far back. Krev might be able to get wrapped around on this. He sends it off the back wall. No one in the air, though. Smitty sitting over on that right side will grab boost, but that one played over top by Rudy. This back wall shot just wide. Follow-up is going to be saved away. It's Smitty looking for the send downfield. He will get it. Krev in the area, but it's going to be saved away by T-Bone Jones.
What a save by T-Bone Jones. Holy goodness, was that ever unreal. T-Bone crushes himself into the side of the net to get that save. Ooh. Just as I say that, Krev beats the last defender. Bingo, bango, bongo. The Rhinos take game 3, 4-3 in overtime.
Oh, what a touch from Krev as well. That was a risky play, but it ends up paying off at the last moment because Krev able to play it over top. And the Rhinos take the series 3-1 in game 4. We still have one more game left to play. These are 5-game series, not best of 5s, but an absolutely incredible showing from the Rhinos. And I'm not going to lie, I really thought for a moment there that the Elite were going to end up taking that one because their comeback was fantastic. I mean, to say the least, their way of getting back into that game was absolutely fantastic.
So the first 3 minutes of that game belonged to the Elite, no questions asked. The Elite were absolutely playing a dominant style of game. They were being cautious enough without being overly cautious, and tons of offense. We can see they had 9 shots, but the Rhinos just picked it up. They now have 13 shots in that game, and they absolutely earned that dub in game 4.
Yeah, I mean, that overtime really could have gone either way. I think both of them pretty much essentially deserved to earn a win. It was just who was able to close things out in OT. But we do have one more game. The Elite have an opportunity to salvage it a little bit and make the series only 2-3 in favor against them. So a bit of an opportunity here, and for the Rhinos, maybe able to close things out and have a nice 4-1 finish to send the series off.
Well, a 4-1 finish would be really good for the Rhinos here, and I think they're going to be pushing hard for it. But you know what? We've seen the Elite come out. They've had moments of brilliance, absolute brilliant play, like I said, in the first 2 or 3 minutes of that last game. So let's see what they can do. And Rudy taking that first shot here, but a really good save by Smitty Cena to start this game. Only 10 seconds into it, we're already seeing phenomenal and exciting play.
Yeah, that we are. And quick there from Rudy. Some physicality coming early on here from the Elite, but Smitty able to get regained. It'll be T-Bone to Rudy on the side wall to knock down there, but not on target. So we'll see this one played away. Will be Krev looking for the follow-up. Not there, but Smitty might have an opportunity, and he takes advantage of it.
Yeah, Smitty is in a really great position here off a solid pass by Krev, and Krev just misses the touch in order to put that in net, but Cena cleans it up to make it 1-0, and this is a scoreline that we have seen quite a bit already in this series.
Yeah, 1-0 Rhinos is something, like you said, we've seen quite a good bit here. But the question is, will the Elite be able to turn things around like we've seen them be able to do? And if they are, will we see them be able to finish it off? And that's, I think, the real question. As this one played to the side wall, Smitty unable to find that touch, so it'll be Rudy. Gets one, looking for one more over top, but he can't quite reach. Is it side wall again, Krev? Another one that goes towards the side wall. Smitty! Ooh! Wow. What a touch and bounce shot over top, and that's going to be enough to make it a 2-0 lead.
What an absolute laser beam that was. Oh my goodness. Smitty just gets a perfect hit as that bounces off the ground, hits that into the net, 2-goal lead, and we still have almost 4 minutes left to play.
Well, that's another send into the corner back wall. Krev, ooh, yeah, nice. Able to send it through, make it 3-0, and this is not looking great for the Elite.
No, it's not. This is looking really good for the Rhinos, who are just finding this insane chemistry. Smitty's like, you know what, I can't score this one, but my boy Krev is right here, passes it out. Krev bangs that in to take that 3-goal lead. Like, this is what I thought the Rhinos might pull out, because this series to them is very important for their playoff hopes.
Oh, it absolutely is. And, I mean, 3's on the time, 4 on the board. And the Rhinos, they decided they weren't messing around this game.
Yeah, I think that puts it actually perfectly. And we've had 100% goal participation from both the Rhinos. So we talk about passing plays, and sometimes we talk about individual plays, but that is not the case here. We've got 5 shots by the team. 4 of them have found their way in the net, but both of them have 2 goals and 2 assists. So good team play here. Interesting to see how this is going to go. I'm kind of curious to see how the Elite are going to respond, because they could give up, or they could try pushing really hard and seeing if they can get some goals and making a game out of this last in our series.
Krev playing this one downfield, looking for one more. That one a bit wide. It'll be T-Bone Jones with a send. That will be enough for a goal and a potential beginning of a comeback here. As with 3 minutes left to go, it's 3 goals left to score.
Well, when you're up by 4, I suppose it's okay to overcommit, and that's what we saw there. Is we just, I kind of saw out of the corner of my eye, Smitty Cena not there for the pass, kind of flying through, so maybe a bad, takeoff or something like that. However, at the end of the day, T-Bone Jones is able to put that in the net, and it's only a 3-goal game. Still plenty of time. You never know what might happen.
I mean, another Brazil might happen at this rate. 5-1 from that beauty of a shot sent over by Krev. He just kicks it up off the half volley, sends it through. We're not even at the halfway point yet.
No, we're not at the halfway point. I'd be surprised if they stop at the Brazil, if that's where it goes, because at this rate, this could be a 10-1 game.
Yeah, I mean, this has been absolutely a romp from the Rhinos as Elite. Unable to send that one through. It'll be sent all the way back into their own half. Smitty off the backboard. T-Bone looking for the pickup. Rudy far downfield. This one will be falling down. Another send up and across, and alrighty. Sure, that goes in. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, sure. I think that you're describing it perfectly. I'm really not sure what to say. Smitty Cena just puts it up there, and I think it's really just to keep it in and keep it away from the defenders. Mistake and a good fake there by Krev. That goes in. 6-1. Like, honestly, I'm predicting the Brazil is not going to happen, only because they're going to get more than one other goal in this series.
We'll see what the Elite can do. Is that one high off the back end? It'll be Krev. Corner back around. Smitty. Can he do it? Nope. Not able to beat that one around the corner from Rudy. It's another play downfield. Krev Able to find one. Can he find another? That one hit over top, but it's not enough. Out of the corner again. It'll be Rudy able to get it farther downfield. It's another one up high. Smitty can't find it, but Krev can right before he's taken out of the play. Rudy's got to make it through. Wow. And no Brazil for the Rhinos in Game 5.
Well, there's no Brazil, but this is a perfect setup for a Barcelona, which is an 8-2. So I'm really curious to see this. But look, all credit to be given here to Rudy. Rudy is not giving up, puts that ball on net. It is a little bit of a floater and is able to get it in to make it 6-2. Only a 4-goal deficit now with about a minute and a half left in this game.
Yeah, I think it's just looking pretty good for the Rhinos, hitting nice and tight in that 6-2 lead. There's Rudy over and around the corner. It'll be sent out. Rudy playing it over to T-Bone Jones, who sends a hit towards the back wall. No follow-up. It's Krev. One touch. 2, 3 over, top and in. And there would have been the Brazil had the Elite not scored, but it's 7-2 instead with 60 to go.
Yeah, Krev here just putting on a bit of a nice display of good car control. You counted it out well. A couple of good touches, and then finally a little bump off the air, or a bump off the top of the car, and that ball finds its way in the net. 7-2, minute left. Do you think they're looking for another goal, or are they happy with this win?
I'd be looking for another goal.
Yeah, me too.
I don't care what team I'm on right now. I want them stats. Give me them stats.
Well, listen, Krev is already rocking an 8.78 MVPR and Smitty is 7.37. So again, we've talked about contribution through this and team play. I think the Rhinos found that extra couple of gears that they were looking for, which is too bad because I think the Elite really played well in Game 4, and I thought that they were going to be able to pull it back. I really did think they were going to win it and bring it to a Game 5, and it's just a whole different story here in Game 5 with the Rhinos well in place to take a 4-1 series victory.
Oh, sidewall again, too. Final 10 seconds counting down. I'm not sure if we are going to end up seeing a final goal here. Smitty with a last clear. That one going to be off the corner, over, top, down on the ground, and Dunscaroonies it is. Rhinos take the series 4-1. They're able to win 4 games in a row. The Elite, fortunate that they were able to get that Game 1 victory when they did, because the Rhinos really picked up their charge from there and were able to spearhead a way to a big victory. But, still well played from the Elite. It's not like they played poorly. It's just, the Rhinos were just, they were just out there and they were hungry.
They were absolutely starving. And the way that they came out, the way that they attacked that ball after that loss was huge. They did not stop. They did not give up at all. Even when they were down 3-1 in Game 4, they still managed to come back and get that victory. And I'd say slightly superior positioning, some really solid mechanics, both from Krev and Smitty Sina. Hey, this was a super entertaining match. And you know what? I also want to point out real quick, if I can, Sleegy, that if there's people out there who are watching this and they're interested in playing in this league, because we have, in minor league esports, we have 5 different leagues in Rocket League that you can play in. You can play all the way from Foundation League, which is kind of Plat and Diamond, all the way up to PL, which are our best and highest ranked players that are trying to get in, some of them into the bubble scene and into RLCS. We have all sorts of competition. If you're interested, please go to mlesports.gg/apply, and you too could be on stream in a few weeks.
Yeah, it's really easy. It's a lot of fun. You want to get in on it, but you're going to see more examples of why you want to get in on it here in just a minute. We're going to cut to a short break, but when we come back, it's the Bears facing off against the Tyrants in the Premier League to take us into the next match. You're not going to want to miss a second of it. Stay right with us. We'll be right back.